Welcome to Antioch, Tennessee, home of the Music City Kings. We're at Lighthouse Christian School on Blue Hole Road, and if you're not doing anything tonight, come on down. I actually missed that first basket. Not sure who put that in for Millington. What number? Zero. That was Brandon Clemens for the Millington Showstoppers. Let's try to get the lineup set. We were getting everything situated, so I wasn't able to do that before the broadcast started. Under the basket, we've got the big man, Dominic Obunaka. We've got Jamel McIntosh out with, let's see, Zach Zorfleet, Michael Neal, and Kenneth Beard. KB Zorfleet near side, charges in, baseline over the top of the basket. Rebound for number one, DeQuell Williams for the Millington Showstoppers. Out to number three, and three misses the three. Rims out, Obunaka with a big defensive rebound. Obunaka has been active under the rim. This is only his second game with the team. Obunaka kicked it out. That was brushed by one of the Showstoppers, so Music City will retain possession. KB goes out of the baseline to shoot it inbounds. Everybody assembles to Michael Neal. Neal up and down, 3 points for Neal. Be good to get him heated up again. George Stanberry, last week's big scorer, dropped 60 points in on the Georgia Kangaroos, is not here tonight. He'll be here later from what I understand, but he's not here at the start of the game. Fatad Lewis dropped in a three for Millington. Should be, there we go, 5-3 now in favor of Millington. Big Tony Johnson on the score, working the scoreboard and the clock and being the official scorer. That's a lot of responsibility, a lot to keep track of. Obunaka from the elbow, nothing but net. Dominic Obunaka, let's get him hot, puts in his first 2 points of the game. Brandon Clemens, checked by Michael Neal up high. Clemens taking a look, hits Fatad Lewis. Lewis outside to DeQuell Williams. Into Darius Coburn, he misses, and Obunaka all over those defensive boards. Dominic getting in rhythm, that's good to see. Obunaka had the jitters last week in Atlanta. Looks like he, after a week of practice with his new teammates, settling in, and Jamel McIntosh with a tray. McIntosh reined it in, and Music City goes up 8-5. Brandon Clemens bringing it up slow for the Showstoppers. They want to settle down and try to get some of this back. Fatad Lewis with a streaking DeQuell Williams. Back to Lewis. Lewis checked by Obunaka. Kicks it out to Clemens. Clemens looks, had Williams up high, went down low. Another pump fake to Williams. That one rims out short. Obunaka with another defensive rebound. He is dominating the defensive boards, Dominic Obunaka is. KB shifts it over to Neal. Neal put it over the top. Rebound. Couple of the Kings were fighting for it. Looks like it went off White, so the Showstoppers will inbound the ball from under the Kings' basket. Same fivesome on the floor. We're just underway if you're joining us. And if you've got nothing to do on Saturday night, there are a lot worse things you could spend your time with than minor league semi-pro basketball. Turnaround hitter for DeQuell Williams. That was a deuce for Williams. Williams with his first two of the game. Zorfleet brings his reign of terror back to Antioch, Tennessee. Michael Neal with the pick by Obunaka. Neal trying to find some room, sends it out to Zorfleet, puts a long three, and Michael Neal skies but can't pull down the rebound. DeQuell Williams with that rebound. Williams brings it up the floor. Nope, that is Brandon Clemens. Clemens kicks it out. That's a little out of Lewis's range. Lewis brings it in on Obunaka, kisses the glass and puts it in. Nice move by Fatad. 5 points for Lewis. KB brings it across half court. He's checked by Clemens. Clemens with fast hands on the steal. KB on the floor. Called for the first foul of the game. KB had that one stripped, went diving back for it. Called for the foul. Showstoppers inbounding right in front of our scorers table. Brandon Clemens takes a look, checked by KB. Crosses the half-court line. KB all over him, gets picked off by Tadarius Coburn. Under the basket, kicked out. Clemens with a wide-open three, and he nails it. Nice shot by Brandon Clemens. He's got 5 on the evening. 11-8, now 12-8 in favor of the Showstoppers. Alan Rogers checks into the game. Rogers has that one up high. He's playing the point. Obunaka to the bench. Xavier Ferguson out to replace him. Ferguson at the free throw line. Kicks it out to KB, tries to get it to Zorfleet and does. Zorfleet just dots that eye in the corner to keep the ball inbounds. Music City to Ferguson, back out to KB. KB thought about getting it to Rogers. Sends it to the corner. Michael Neal into Ferguson, in and out. Xavier frustrated on that one. Fatad Lewis brings it back for Millington. Sends it around to Chambers. Chambers to Williams. Williams to Clemens. Clemens takes a look. In deep, Michael Neal went for that one, couldn't get the steal, and Coburn with a deuce. Coburn with his first 2, and a sweet net rip by Alan Rogers. Sorry, I couldn't find Coburn on the score sheet for a second. It took me a minute to locate him, but I'm back. Fatad Lewis, holy cow, long 3. I didn't know he had that in him. Lewis, one of their big men with some range, shows he's got a good touch. That one just ripped the cord. 17-10, Millington with a 7-point lead. Music City bringing it up. They are once again a much shorter team. So team speed and hitting their shots is going to be important tonight. Zorfleet checked by big number 7. He's given up 4 or 5 inches. Zach over the top, and he hits it. Zorfleet reins it in, his reign of terror. Zorfleet, of course, the arch-villain, the Marvel Comics arch-villain of the Music City Kings. Millington sends the ball around, top of the key. That was a deuce. Zorfleet on the off. I'm sorry, I keep mixing up my offense and defense. Zorfleet on the rebound. Nice move by Rogers. He'll have a 3-point opportunity. Alan Rogers with a ball fake, got the Millington player up in the air, leaned into him, got the call, and got the bucket. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. They're saying Rogers traveled. Well, let's take those 2 off the board. Looked like Rogers had that one down pat pretty well. He must have left the floor momentarily during that ball fake. When he came back down, the ref got him. Looked like a foul, but, well, it was a foul if he wouldn't have traveled. Official timeout. 5:29 remaining, quarter number 1. In a back-and-forth game, Millington hangs on to a 3-point lead, 17-14. That's too bad Rogers traveled. He would have had an opportunity to tie this up. After Music City found themselves down 7, they fought back. Marcus Carter enters the game, as does Trey Starks. They'll join Xavier, Zorfleet, and Rogers. Carter, one of the heroes of the game last week. That was a double dribble, by the way. That was a textbook double dribble by Brandon Clemens. Referees were looking down to the other end of the court. Clemens lifted up his dribble and then put it down again, but we'll just play on. Oh! Boxing out all over those offensive boards are Millington. Fatad Lewis tried that 3 again. They had a couple of shots with the rebound opportunities. That one falls up short. Millington cannot be boxed out. And Tadarius Coburn with his second bucket of the evening. I almost said afternoon. We've been playing afternoon games. Nice feed into Zorfleet. Starks to Zorfleet to the bottom of the bucket. Zach with 4. Let's get him heated up, too. Zach had a hot hand in the first half last week. Kept Music City in it, even though Georgia was running away in that second quarter. Marcus Carter with another steal. He's got the fast hands. Kicks it out to Zorfleet. Zorfleet takes a look, runs in. That's going to be a charge on Zach. Millington's player had position. I didn't see who got run over, but he did a good job hanging on. Looked like Carter was going into the basket. but he kicked it out into three-point land. Zorfleet took a couple steps in and ran over one of the big Millington trees under the basket. Brandon Clemens brings it up, sends it around. I'm a little bit blind in this corner again. We've got a lot going on. Fatad Lewis puts it up, and he's fouled. Xavier Ferguson with the foul. Ferguson with his first foul of the night. Lewis has been all over the floor. He's a big man. He can play underneath. He's gotten some offensive rebounds that were big. He also has some range. He's dropped in a three from the far corner. He was almost in the second row of the stands, and he puts in the first free throw. Lewis with 9 on the night, far and away the leading scorer for the Millington Showstoppers. Millington, I can't remember if I said, Jordan Jackson checks into the game for Millington, a suburb of Memphis, Tennessee. So they made the ride down I-40 East, came into Antioch in our barn. Lewis, another swish. All right, Music City bringing it back on the counter punch. Ladarius out to three-point line, put it up short. Carter had that one bounce off of him. Thought he had the rebound. Millington brings it back on the counter punch, and they can't hit the three. Let's have them start missing. Carter cross-court to Rogers, near side. Rogers steps toward the paint. He's immediately met by the defense for Millington. Ladarius puts one up just long. Here comes Fatah Lewis. Lewis gets that one under the basket. He was going down, had to just smack the ball back up court where Music City picked it up. Marcus had that one smacked on his way to the basket. It goes out of bounds on Millington, and Music City with the inbound. Carter might have twisted a knee or an ankle. He comes out in favor of Isaiah Thomas. Thomas in for the first time. Ladarius Palmer over to Isaiah. Isaiah steps inside the tray, and nice roll. Isaiah off the bench and 2 quick points, 21-18 in favor of Millington. 3-point game with 3:23 to go in quarter number 1. Millington walking it up the floor. Brandon Clemens giving his team a bit of a breather. Fatad Lewis and he have played the entire quarter so far. Near corner, that one goes up and off the rim, right into the arms of Lewis. He didn't even have to jump for that one. Another miss. Lewis jumped for that one, and Fatad, 12 points for Lewis. Sticky fingers on that rebound. It almost shot past him, but he stuck out a big paw and was able to grab that ball, snap it out of the air. Music City throwing the ball around a little bit. Palmer throws it off the shin of Xavier. Looks like Lewis is going to the line to finish a 3-point play, and he's having a George Stanberry type of game. Is that on Xavier? Isaiah. Foul Isaiah Thomas, his first foul of the game. Xavier sits down, and Dominic Obunaka comes back onto the floor. Obunaka, he was able to pull some of those rebounds on the defensive side of the court away from Millington. So we need his height and his ability. I'm sorry, the foul was on Ferguson, not Thomas. That's 2 on Xavier. In the meantime, Lewis hits his free throw. Lewis, very quietly, I say that sarcastically, Lewis has 15 of their 24 points. Number 7 must be stopped. Music City working the perimeter, 2.5 minutes to play. Isaiah throws up a rainbow just long. Rims out right to Millington, but Isaiah with some fast hands slaps that away. It goes out of bounds on White, but Music City continues with their tough defense. Quick and gritty, said Coach Eric Bell before the game. If you didn't see his interview on YouTube, go back and check it out at halftime. I uploaded it so everybody could listen to what the coach had to say before the game. Now Millington throwing the ball around a little. DeQuell Williams checks back into the game. Jermel Abram takes a seat. Music City will be inbounding from the defensive baseline, and here comes Alan Rogers. Rogers and Isaiah bringing it up the floor. Rogers crosses half court, takes a look. Obunaka calling for the post. Rogers puts it way up, and he gets fouled on the way up. Foul on number 10. Jadarius, sorry about that, Coburn. Coburn with his first foul of the night. Rogers puts it up and down. Alan Rogers had that two-point basket and three-point play taken off the board a few minutes ago, so he's trying to get those two back, and he does. Rogers nothing but net on that second free throw, and Music City crawls back to within 4. Music City seems to play best when behind. They are the comeback kids, the cardiac kids this year. Man, I almost lost my voice in that game last week as they came back from 25 down to just 2 down. What a game. All right, some nifty ball movement by DeQuell. He kicks it out. Looks like a foul on Music City. Jadarius Coburn almost went up for that shot. Who was that on?
23.
Ladarius Palmer, sorry about that, with the foul. Number 23, wearing Michael Jordan's number. That three in and out, and Rogers skies. Rogers, behind the back dribble, avoids the pressure, gets a pick from Obunaka, sends it up and puts it down. Is that a 3? That was a 2 for Rogers. Rogers with 6 points on the game. Ladarius, that was his first foul, by the way. Ball rims in and out, and Isaiah with the defensive rebound. Music City got a little swerve to tie it up. Ladarius can't hit the layup. Ow, and it was followed by Isaiah. Neither one could get the rebound. Here comes Millington on the counterpunch. That one rims out. Alan Rogers with another defensive rebound. Rogers playing big under the basket. With he and Obunaka under there, Music City finally boxing out the showstoppers and getting some momentum on the defensive side of the floor. Nice job by Rogers. Just over a minute remaining, 1:01. Music City trying to tie it up. There's a 2-point lead for the Millington Showstoppers, who are putting a full-court press on defensively. Music City passes through it. KB's got the ball. Kenneth Beard, he's checked into the game, takes the pick by Obunaka, dribbles through the legs and gets it out to Isaiah. Isaiah Thomas, Ladarius with a pick. Nice job by Millington. They hit that ball up in the air. I think that's Music City. It is not. Millington taking a page out of the Kings playbook as they had some fast hands on defense and were able to smack that pass away. DeQuell Williams, playing point guard, brings the ball up and crosses the half-court line for the Showstoppers. Beard gets picked in the middle. Big volleyball spike like by Ladarius. He gets it over to Beard, and KB brings the ball up far side. Isaiah crosses half-court. Now Beard crosses half-court. Still has the dribble going. 16 seconds. Music City playing for the last shot. Coach Eric Bell trying to direct traffic. Obunaka had that ball go right through his hands. Millington brings it in and slams it home. Oh, big mistake by Nashville. Jadarius Coburn gets that one down. Jadarius with 6 points. Boy, Music City, that was a 4-point swing. They went from almost tying it to now being down 4. Couple of errant passes, turnovers. The last 2 trips down. Music City got to take care of the ball in the offensive zone. At the end of the first quarter, though, Music City, despite some incredible play by number 7, Fatad Lewis on Millington, Music City hanging in there, 26-22. They find themselves down. Fatad's got 15 of the 26 points for Millington. Only 3 other players have scored. Jadarius Coburn has 6, Brandon Clemens has 5, and DeQuell Williams has 2. Much more spread out for the Kings. Michael Neal with 3, Rogers has 6, McIntosh 3, Zach Zorfleet with 4, Isaiah's got 2, and Dominic Obunaka with a deuce. Nobody in real foul trouble. Xavier's got a couple. Nobody else on either team has more than 1. Been a pretty clean game so far. We reset the clock to 12 minutes, and we get ready to play quarter number 2. Obunaka, KB, the fresh off the injured reserve, Kalen Holt is in the house, and he gets the inbound pass. We haven't seen Holt at least since I've been doing the games. And according to Coach Eric Bell, it's been a while for anybody. Holt, with all kinds of pressure, got himself painted into the corner. Once you cross that half-court line, you can't go back over it. So the defense takes advantage and hems the person in. Holt tried to hit Trey Starks cutting across the far side, but just a little out of his reach. Fatad is back in. He's checked by Obunaka. Millington kicks it out, far side, three-pointer comes up short. Obunaka with the defensive rebound. He is fouled. He travels. Obunaka saying he had his pivot foot planted. He is making quite a case with the referee. Obunaka feels that call was in error. Probably all for the best. The Hail Mary pass was probably going to get picked off and going the other direction anyway, so Music City is able to get their defense set. Into Fatad, and he is fouled. Foul on Trey Starks. Fatad was going in for the slam, and Starks just took his arm and brought it back to his side, Fatad's side. Tried to put Fatad's hand in his own pocket. Lewis to shoot two. He's had a big game. Lewis hits the first. 16 points on the day for Fatad Lewis. He misses this one. Obunaka and Isaiah going to box out for the rebound, but Fatad does not miss. Lewis having a Stanberry kind of game, and Millington showing a little zip in their step, putting the full court press on again. Music City breaks it. Isaiah has the ball smacked away, and Fatad, for a big man, dribbles well and is in control. Well, as soon as I say that, Lewis runs over KB. Kenneth Beard probably giving up 6 inches and 30 pounds to Lewis. He took that one for the team. Isaiah and KB trying to bring it up. They get it over to Trey Starks. Starks one-on-one with his defender. Has it knocked away, then throws it away. Here comes Millington into DeQuell. DeQuell Williams misses short. Fatad Lewis with the rebound and the follow-up. Lewis is all over the court this evening. Music City doesn't have an answer. The answer is not throw lazy passes. Goaltending is the call, and DeQuell will get credit for another basket. DeQuell Williams with 4 on the afternoon, and Millington has opened up an 8-point lead. 30-22 in favor of the Millington Showstoppers. Music City getting a little careless with their passes, but they're not unforced errors. Millington is really quick and putting the pressure on the ball handler. 10:45 remaining. The second quarter has just gotten underway, and it's been all Showstoppers. Music City trying to change momentum. Coach Eric Bell makes a couple personnel changes. Jamel McIntosh comes out. Ladarius is out with Michael Neal, with Alan Rogers, and I think Zach Zorfleet. Zorfleet throws it away. On the inbound pass, Millington throwing it around. Far side, now they get it to Fatad, who's outside the three-point arc. Jermel Abram playing point guard, guarded by Zach. Zorfleet gets picked. Millington brings it around. It's hard for me to see through Coach Eric Bell. And who is that? Number 11, Milton Nash with a 3. Nash with a nice 3 from that far corner opens up an 11-point lead. Jamel McIntosh fouled. Elbow. McIntosh will go to the line to shoot 2. Who was that on, Tony?
Hey, Tony. We foul on.
Trying to figure out who the foul is on. Number 11. Milton Nash with the 3 on the other end comes down and commits the foul. Jamel makes the first free throw. McIntosh with 4 points on the night, quietly having a good evening. McIntosh gives a little size to the Kings. McIntosh hits another one. McIntosh is roughly the same height as many of the Music City Kings, but he's a wide body under the basket. McIntosh, a strong dude, takes on Fatad Lewis, and he comes up to about Lewis's chin. Music City giving up all kinds of height. Lewis kicks it out to DeQuell. Williams over to Nash. Spins it to Abram. Abram in the paint, puts it up and puts it down. Nice job by Abrams. Jermel Abram with kind of a circus-looking shot. I'm not sure what the stoppage was, but Music City almost threw that one away. Neal gets it into McIntosh, who puts it down. Nice play, ball movement. Neal to McIntosh to the bottom of the net. Jamel with 7 points. 34-26, 8-point lead. Palmer almost got the steal on that one. DeQuell kicks it out to Abram. Abram takes a look. Over to Johnson. Johnson to Fatad, and Lewis just skies over all the smaller Kings. It's not fair. Fatad Lewis making it look easy, and Millington kicks the ball. They almost picked that one clean. Music City's got to pay attention when they're on the dribble because Millington's fast hands continue to put pressure on the ball handler. We're under 9.5 minutes to play. There's a 10-point lead for the Showstoppers. Jamel taking a look, gets it to Michael Neal. Neal, turnaround jumper. They're calling him for the travel. That's the second up and down on the Kings. Neal turned, thought he was going to be covered, but he wasn't. I think he was as surprised as anyone that he had an open shot. In his dismay, he held the ball. All right, Brandon Clemens bringing the ball up for Millington. Checked by Neal, into Fatad. Fatad, he's checked by McIntosh. McIntosh doesn't have the reach, but he has the strength to muscle Fatad out. Lewis got pushed out of the paint by Jamel. Nice job. Ball bounces around to Michael Neal. Neal runs into Brandon Clemens, who picks him clean. Another steal for Millington. They've done that a lot into Fatad, and boy, they've done that a lot too. Fatad Lewis to the bottom of the net. 23 already for Lewis just in the first half. Rogers throws it away. DeQuell Williams on the steal. Rogers hustled back on defense. Millington takes a three, and who was that? That was Nash again. Milton Nash with a tray. His second three-pointer of the night. One from the far corner, one from the near corner. Alan Rogers. So far, Music City's been their own worst enemy with some turnovers. Couple of traveling calls didn't help. Jamel McIntosh kisses the glass. That is one bright point of this run. McIntosh with 9 points on the night. Music City, the second quarter has not been their friend. If you took the second quarter out of the Georgia game last week, Music City actually won the game. Brandon Clemens drives it in. Michael Neal with the foul. Clemens to complete the three-point play. He gets a deuce and a free throw. Obunaka checks back into the game. He joins Rogers. Marcus Carter to get some fast hands, some ball control. Ladarius Palmer is in with Zach Zorfleet. Clemens to shoot one. 15-point lead now. Clemens trying to make it 16 for the Showstoppers, and he rims it out, but they get the offensive rebound. DeQuell Williams on the rebound. Sends it out to Clemens. Clemens to Williams. Williams takes a look, sends it into Tadarius. He misses. Nice rebound by Ladarius. He was about to fight Alan Rogers for that one. Spin move, and he lost the ball. All the way down come the Showstoppers. Clemens couldn't control the ball, but he grabs it and puts it up. Rebound by Colburn. He misses, and Rogers grabs the loose ball. I'm not sure the Kings have come down and passed the ball cleanly in the second quarter. Nice job by Rogers to put another two home. Alan Rogers with 6, I believe, maybe 7. I'll have to check as soon as the action dies down. Zorfleet on the rebound, gets it to Carter. Marcus Carter takes a look, almost lost his dribble, able to send it over to Rogers. Alan Rogers in the paint. He's in the land of the trees. That one he put down. He thought he was fouled. Eric Bell thought he was fouled. Coach Bell yelling at the referees. Ref says play on. Another deuce for Rogers. 6:36 remaining. 43-32. 11-point lead for Millington. Brandon Clemens brings it far side. Checked by Carter. Sends it back. I don't have a number 3 on my roster. I can't tell you that man's name. But Obunaka with the defensive rebound. Millington finally missing some of their shots. Ladarius brings it near side, sends it back to Zorfleet high, over to Rogers. Rogers playing the point. Obunaka comes up to offer a pick. Rogers tried to use it and then does. Rogers near side at the elbow, puts it off the back of the rim. And, sorry, that is Ladarius. Ladarius Palmer with the rebound, and Palmer is going to the line to shoot 3. Foul on number 3. Wish I had a name for him, but for the time being, we'll just call him the man who committed the foul. There will be three free throws. Say that 10 times fast when we return from the official timeout. You're watching Music City Kings basketball. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube so that you get notified every time we go live. As soon as I get home, I upload the high-def versions of every game. So I erase the stream and put up the still video. Not still video. My attention is diverted as some kids come out on the floor and then are shuffled off to the side. What I'm trying to say is, as soon as I upload the high-def version of the games, I erase the live stream. So you can go back anytime and watch the archive of Music City Kings basketball. Still plenty of game to play this evening. Come on down to Lighthouse Christian School on Blue Hole Road in Antioch and check out the team. They could use your support. They find themselves down by 11, but could potentially bring this back to 8 if Ladarius hits his 3 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting outside of the arch. Palmer's yet to find the scoreboard so far tonight. Let's see if we can get him going, and he does. Ladarius with his first point of the night. He's got a foul to go with him. Checking into the game is Trey Starks. He'll take Alan Rogers' spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladarius with the second make. When I had to scribble out Rogers 2 when he traveled, didn't look like a travel from here. Palmer hits all 3. Nice job at the line by Ladarius. He brings Music City to within 8. I think Rogers has one more point than I think he does. We're going to call it 9 for Rogers. All right. Lewis kicks it out to Clemens. Clemens measures the 3, can't put it home. Marcus Carter with a big rebound. Carter among some far bigger men. A tough rebound. Zach, oh my God! Zorfleet, how did he hit that? He was eating a hot dog at the top of the grandstands. He was so far away, and he hit nothing but net. Tadarius Coburn comes down and answers with a deuce. He's quietly had 8 points tonight. Zorfleet playing the point up high. Gets it to Isaiah. Isaiah Thomas on the floor. Marcus Carter now up high. Over to Ladarius. Ladarius to Zorfleet. Zorfleet gets shoved. Ref says play on. Ladarius has it back. Over to Isaiah. Isaiah makes a spin move. He's got a height advantage over a shorter DeQuan Williams. Gets it to Zorfleet. Zorfleet can't find any room. Comes all the way around. Back to Isaiah. Oh, Isaiah couldn't hit the turnaround. Went off the backboard, off the rim, and here comes the showstoppers on the counterpunch. Williams can't put it home. Fatad Lewis was out-hustled for that ball by Ladarius Palmer. I think Coach Bell called a timeout. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a player I didn't see down on the other end. Tadarius Coburn is on the floor holding his knee or ankle. So the ref called an official timeout. Coach Bell takes an opportunity to bring his players around. Music City getting a little bit of confidence back and some momentum. They've cut the lead to 7. Zorfleet with a long 3. That got the bench on their feet. Tadarius came down and got 2 back, ran to the other side of the floor, and then collapsed. I didn't see what happened to him. Either way, we're going to have 4 minutes and 37 seconds to play when we return to live action. Music City breaks their huddle and comes out. Zorfleet, Thomas, Ladarius Palmer, Marcus Carter, and Trey Starks are the 5-some. They don't have a big man in. Isaiah, I think, is going to be playing center. Isaiah's up against Fatad Lewis and big number 3. I don't have number 3's name, but he's actually a couple of inches taller than Lewis. Lewis is a big man who doesn't play like a big man. Well, actually, he does. He plays like a big man and a small man. Lewis is a good, complete player for the Showstoppers. Referee now talking to the Millington head coach. I think they're wondering where the inbound pass is going to be played. Referee explaining it was at the spot that he blew the whistle. The spot it was at when he blew the whistle. Referee now explaining it to Fatad Lewis. All right. The scorekeeper is back in his chair. The master of the time, Tony Johnson. Zach inbounds the ball to Ladarius. Here comes Palmer. Palmer kicks it out to Zach. Zach immediately checked by Brandon Clemens. Almost threw it away. Nice hands by Starks. Starks had a flying Fatad Lewis coming in at him. Looked like Zach was fouled 3 times on that one. No call. Ladarius puts it off the rim, and Fatad with a rebound. Lewis into Clemens. Clemens makes a fast move. He's got some fast hands and fast feet. Kicks it out for the 3. No way. Rebound, Music City. Zorfleet tipped that one over to Isaiah. The ball comes in to Marcus Carter. Carter carries it out high. He's got a little bit of room. He's checked by Lewis. Lewis puts out a big paw and shoves Ladarius Palmer running by. Carter put it up, couldn't get the roll. Foul on DeQuell Williams. Marcus Carter tried to put that one down. That would have been a 3-point play if he would have. Instead, he goes for 2 free throws. 45-38. I think you can see the clock, maybe not in the shot. I don't have the shot in front of me this week. Carter misses just wide left. He'll get another one. 3:44 remains. Millington making a couple of changes on their personnel at the sides of the paint. All right, Carter to shoot the second one. It is up and it is down. Marcus Carter gets his first point of the evening. Isaiah Zorfleet, Trey Starks, Ladarius Palmer, and Michael Booker has checked into the game. Booker is going to get tested early. Ladarius comes down on defense, just can't stop Tyquee Johnson. Everybody complaining that Johnson walked on that one. Millington does us a favor and throws it into the hands of Zorfleet. A lot of conversation with the ref about that last exchange. They feel Tyquee walked. But it's of no avail. 47-39, 3:09 remaining. Zorfleet's got Fatad all over him. Fatad, sorry, F-A-T-O-D-D, Fatad Lewis. He's able to corral the ball, not Lewis, but Zorfleet. Here comes Palmer, near side. Into Isaiah. Isaiah turnaround just short. Millington with the rebound. Puts it out in front of Lewis. Lewis in transition. Sends it out to Johnson. Johnson kicks it around to Williams. Williams, oh no, to Clemens. Clemens with a deuce. 50-39, 11-point lead. Music City again. Second quarter is not their friend. Ladarius with a no-look pass off the hand of Trey Starks. I don't know if Starks wasn't expecting that one. He's pleading his case to his teammates, but everyone's got to get back on defense. DeQuell Williams bringing it down. Kenneth Beard, KB, getting ready to check back into the game, as is Michael Neal. All the way out to the top of the key. How did he hit that? Tyquee Johnson with a long bomb that hit nothing but net. KB and Neal will be in the game as soon as we come out of the official timeout. Nope, that's a timeout. My mistake on Music City. Timeout called by Music City. 2:08 remaining in this first half. Millington opening up a 14-point lead. Music City started their comeback, but a couple of more turnovers. Millington on defense has been pesky. Millington with a good all-round game. They're good on defense. They've got some size under the basket, and their shooters can hit from anywhere on the floor, it seems. Music City has done a better job boxing out on the defensive boards. Now they need to tighten up their passing game. You can't do those no-look passes because there's no margin of error. Any error one direction or the other, and Millington picks them off. Michael Booker takes his place down low. Here comes KB. KB and Neal, as I mentioned, have come in the game. They're joined by Trey Starks, Isaiah, and Michael Booker. Music City throws it away again. Here comes DeQuell. All the way down, puts it up. That was oh, how did Music City not get that rebound? Now we're just showing off. Foul on Isaiah. Boy, Music City is starting to fall apart. Couple of Kings fought each other for the rebound and smacked it right into the hands of the showstoppers. They got it to their sure-handed Fatad Lewis, and he dropped in his 25th point. He's going to the line to finish off a three-point play. This could put the showstoppers up by 17. Lewis is money in the bank. From the field, from the line, Lewis is good. Another errant handling by the Kings. Booker, I think, just dribbled that one off his foot. Fatad picked it up and brought it down for the slam dunk. Michael Neal now trying to bring it under the basket. He travels. Another turnover for the Kings. Boy, the Kings need to just erase the second quarter from their game plan. They were up for a while. They held it close in the first. The Kings have been dynamite in the second half of every game, but they have to dig themselves out of the hole that they put themselves in the second period. Brandon Clemens brings it up slowly, gets it to tall and lanky number 3. The only man on the floor whose name I don't have. Back to Clemens. Clemens checked by Michael Neal. Fatad comes out for the pick. They send it to the corner down the baseline. Can't get it to Fatad. Nice hands by Michael Neal. Neal almost fouled by Tyquee Johnson. Throws it away. That ball got tipped en route. Clemens, Fatad, and out of bounds. Now Millington throwing the ball around a little bit. An unforced error by the showstoppers. Gets the ball back in the hands of Music City. Bounce pass into Rogers, and Rogers gets stuffed by number 3. Nice defense. 3 used the backboard to complete that block, and now he's going to get the turnaround jumper just long. Starks with the rebound. Gets it to Rogers in the middle of heavy traffic. Rogers dishes it to Isaiah, who was directly under the basket. Couldn't do much with it. KB gets one shot, and Millington has the rebound. KB short on that 3. Here comes Clemens. Kicks it out near side. The ball is up and down. That, I think, is a 3 for DeQuell Williams. Williams with 7 on the evening. Millington with a 22-point lead. This almost matches the 25-point lead that Music City gave up to the Kangaroos in the second quarter last week. Michael Neal, long 3, nothing but net. Nice shot by Neal. Neal with 6. Time runs out. Millington can't hit back. So Music City finally gets the last shot of the period and makes it count. Michael Neal with a 3 pulls him under 20. 19-point lead for Millington. We're going to go to the locker room. I'm going to stop the stream and have a new file for the second half. You're watching and listening to Music City Kings basketball. I'm Dr. Steve in your ears with Heather in your eyes. We'll come back to you in about 12 minutes.